Hello, this is a short tour around Brookhouse, which is just down from Laughton on the morthern. It's a small hamlet, so I'm just parked up by the cricket ground. Never actually seen this myself. It's a new one on me. So we just started the first day of the second lockdown. Please tell me why, because none of the figures I'm getting agree with what the government's saying. Anyway, I'm going to have a walk round and show you places and probably investigate places I've never seen before, because normally I just skirt around, cycle through it quite a bit. So you can see that's the cricket ground. There's absolutely nowhere to park here. Some chap told me just to park on the cricket ground, so that's where I've parked. Beautiful little village. It's had two pubs. One was the Cartwheel. Well, Cartwheel went a few years ago. It's sort of the place to be. There is a Travellers as well, but through the lockdown that looks like it's been shut down. My favourite cottage. The pictures just don't do the village justice. Just show you the sign. Brookhouse. I'll have a tour around the village. Like I say, that's about the only parking there is. The rest of it's double yellow lines everywhere. I'm assuming this little stream down here is probably where it gets its name from, Brook. When I take the pictures of Brookhouse, it's never done justice on the pictures. Much nicer than what you see on the pictures. It's like being out in Derbyshire just here. That takes you up to Car. As you can see on the roads, it's double yellows all the way along here. Sure, there's a lot more history here than I know about. Now, this is called Pear Tree Farm. Now, Roy Newman, the local historian, had a pottery on Furbrick Road at Laughton on the morthern. He called it Pear Tree Pottery. Now, I'm not sure where he got that name from, whether it was after this farm just here. Trouble is, there's no facilities left here. Get all the towners moving in, shop at Tesco or wherever, and come back to these villages. There's been a lot of new houses built here. It's looking less like the quaint village it was. And we're going to come up to where the Cartwheel pub was. Used to do really nice meals at night, and it was more like a dinner dance sort of place. Small dance floor. Well, that's now been converted into houses. Totally ruins it. I'm assuming the Cartwheel was where there was a small mill. Hopefully this gives you a far better idea of Brookhouse than any of the pictures I can take. problem is, built modern housing here. It looks beautiful from the back gardens onto the hills behind it. And this is where the Cartwheel pub was. You can see them building. Now there's the cabin for the workers. We'll squeeze in a few houses on there. You're right. Yeah, you're alright. Great job to be doing here, innit? You can see the stream down here. Stream or brook. So quiet down here. If anybody knows the village, I'd love to hear more about it. What's the history behind it? Maybe able to hear the brook at the moment. It's like a 50-50 with the housing down here. Modern versus new housing. Even the older looking housing looks new. Imagine in the 50s there was hardly anything down here. It's a really nice valley by the looks of it to live in. See if I can get you a picture of it. See the valley up there? That's what people's gardens are backing onto. That's what they're probably buying the properties for. In the moment we're going to come up to South Yorkshire Joint Railway. Hopefully that might start carrying trains into Sheffield in the future. I like to see hybrid super trams on it.
Is yours still okay then?
Alright. Alright. So this is a single track railway over here. Go up there. It was originally built, I think, for the coal. It's a joint initiative by various different railways, and it served the sort of South Yorkshire coalfield. Did carry passenger traffic to start with. That didn't last very long, but I have spoke to the local MP, about actually having super trams into Sheffield. Needs minimal work at Dale. To actually connect it to the Sheffield line. At the moment you can actually go straight to works upon that. It's a really well maintained railway, double track all the way from Dinnington to Worksop. When you get to Dale, you'll find there's actually a cutting already there to connect Sheffield section up. Just wants the trees cutting out and a bit of track laying. Just show you the other side of the viaduct. See that there? All really well maintained. These are all new steps that's been put in quite recently. If you go down to Dale, you can actually see where there's a bridge. Under that bridge there's the viaduct cut in. And I'll do a video of that another day. You ought to say walking around it looks more like new housing rather than old housing, so there must have been very few houses here in the past, especially in the 50s and 60s. See if we can get you a view of the hills. See that bank sort of runs all the way along. I think there's farm buildings up there as well, or people have now made them into houses. So we're now coming down to the Travellers pub, and I walked past the other Sunday, I drove past. It didn't even look as though anybody was in on the last Sunday. We weren't in lockdown conditions at that particular time, tier 3 in Sheffield. Really can't see this pub surviving either. I can just see it becoming another house or another housing development. So peaceful round here. I mean, walking through Brookhouse, there's a load of builders on the old cartwheel, and that's making it a bit noisier than usual, but it's very quiet. Now, I don't know if this is Travellers anyway. Just show you the sign. It's Green King. It's like, if you look at it, I'll show you the edge of it. Oh, it says pubs to let on it. Just have a look at that. So it's Green King. I personally think it'll be the end of this with the lockdown. Perfect excuse to knock it down, build houses and make quick profit. So I think there's a bit more to life than money. A little bit of a seat there. So we're sort of coming out of the village now, and I'm going to walk along a bit further because there's another bit with houses on that I can get to. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Not much wind today. It's not that cold either. Well, I've got a thick coat on and a scarf on, but to me it's a perfect day for being out walking. Just through there you can see church, I think. That's Laughton on Morthern All Saints Church. So I'm sort of coming out of the village now, and then we'll come to a junction, and you can either turn right, for Laughton on the morthern, go up a really steep hill. We can turn left. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but we'll know shortly when I get there. Probably all you can hear is my feet on the floor. You can hear a few birds in the background. Hopefully this collar mic makes the sound quality much better. It's an external microphone, that's the reason I bought this camera. You can have it on the onboard microphone, but I prefer it on the collar mic because that cuts out any wind noise. The quality's pretty good, even without the external mic. Into a few more houses now. Very narrow roads, that's why I have to be a bit careful when the cars come. And the modern house. Laughton on the morthern church again, All Saints. It's blurry whether I'm on the camera or not today, so beautiful places to have houses. Not sure what it's like with the traffic around here the rest of the time. So we're coming out of the village because there's a 60-mile-an-hour sign. Just round here, keep quite a few animals in the fields. Horses. Various other animals. See the fields there ploughed over. On that side and on the right hand side you'll see the horses as we come around the corner. The horses seem to change from week to week or month to month. I suspect they may be looked after by for other people. It's just like being in Derbyshire around here. It's about a 20-minute walk from where I live, but I've come in the car today, saved my legs. See you here, show you the horses. It's couple down there, a little bit further around, there's just loads around here. more horses over here. They'll all look well looked after with the coats on. Now approaching the junction. See round on the other side. I'll try and find out what this part of the village is called. Don't think it's Brookhouse. There's another name for it. Oh yeah, it's Slade Hooton, this bit. I can imagine it's a terrible area to live when it snows. You're going to need a 4x4 to get out of this area. In a moment I'm going to show you the church at Laughton on the Morthern, All Saints, and next to the All Saints church there used to be a Norman castle, Motte and Bailey type castle, and you'll see exactly why the castle was built there. The mound still exists in somebody's garden behind the castle, and if you go to the footpath round the back you can see that mound of earth in the back garden. Got some proper old signs here. I love these. Much more character than the awful signs they put up nowadays. Just to show you that. So we're coming on to Hooton Lane. I've got a friend here by the looks of it. I can't get up to it. But really friendly. If we look up here we should be able to see the church. My favourite church in the area. I just lost it then. All Saints. This way takes you up to Laughton on the Morthern. You can see why they built the castle up there. There's the church again. It's quite a steep slog, that hill. That takes you back to Brookhouse. Now we're coming up to Slade Hooton, and there's the light railway bridge. This is all modern housing. Probably 1950s type houses just there with an extension. Most of this is modern housing. There is an old hole round here, so a bit further up here when we get to the top of the hill. I'll show you that. Plenty of footpaths round here. I mean, this is the second lockdown we've gone through. Other than isolating the elderly, life should have carried on as normal. This time, when I drove out, looks like people aren't observing the lockdown this time. I think people have woken up to falsification of figures. It's the Great Reset. Every year we have about 1,500 deaths a day. Seems like everybody who are dying of influenza aren't dying of influenza anymore. Now I am getting out of breath because it's quite a steep hill, this. It's actually an old post box there. Here's the official sign for the village. Just come up to that, Slade Hooton. Coming up to some farm buildings just here. It's a really winding bit of road here when I get round the corner. There's one house there, cottage. It's a view back down the hill. So be a bit careful here when I'm walking around because there's no pavements and people do come round here a bit fast. I'm just going to show you the house from here because you can't see it too well from the front. There's actually quite some history around here, if people dig into it. Farm over there, still a working farm. There's the house again. So at this point there's a junction. Left hand side takes you up to Hooton, Levitt and Carr. I think that's quite a walk up there, so I'm not going to go up there, but I'm going to come around here. You can see the entranceway to the house. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. It's quite an ornate gate with a crest on it. 2 crests on it. Just show you the sign at this point. I always love this sign as I come down here. This can get up to Maltby on the other road. So it's Slade Hooton Hall. You can't really see a lot from the front on here. Slade Hooton Hall. There's some steeped in history. To give you an idea, I can't see what's on the screen. Got some more modern housing. So before say the 1970s, I think there've been very few houses around it, been very sparsely populated. Only an extremely small hamlet, because it's only small now. In fact, we've still got a phone box here that actually works. I can see the phone in it. Far nicer than the modern plastic ones. Very surprised they've still got the phone box working, because most people have got mobile phones now. I'm not sure why they think they'd need a phone around here. This is just a sparsely populated village. The kids born in the last few years won't remember the days when a lot of people didn't even have phones in their houses. So this is really the end of Slade Hooton here. Sort of winds away there. See some sort of farm building there. So I'm going to stop at this point. That's the end of my tour. I hope you enjoyed this short video with Brookhouse and Slade Hooton. Gives you an idea of some of the beautiful countryside around here. It's a shame that our local councils don't promote it better. In fact, there's a few more horses up here. Just show you those. Alright, that's over for today, and I'll speak to you again in the future. Any suggestions for a new video, just shout up. Bye.